Hello and welcome to the course for Lisa Business Pro built within Microsoft Dynamics 365 Finance and Operations. My name is Bjorn Kuyt and I'm one of the product managers at Blueford, and I'm very happy to welcome you to the course that you're going to hopefully get a lot of value out of in the time ahead of you. Let's start a little bit more about welcoming you to Blueford and what we do. I quickly wanted to take you through a number of aspects like the business needs that we're solving with Lisa, the opportunities that we can provide to solve business issues, some case studies in more detail about who Blueford is and what Lisa is, before you get along with the next steps in the course. So Blueford is a 100% software and technology provider concentrating on delivering Microsoft Dynamics 365 solutions and Azure-based technologies to subscription customers, and in the future customers that are willing and focusing and investing into hyper-automation their processes. We build our solutions on Microsoft Dynamics 365, both for Business Central, Finance and Operations, but also for CRM or sales and customer service as well. Our focus is on subscription and the recurring revenue models in the most deep and widest sense of the word, spanning basically the complete lead to lifecycle approach of your customers. Our product portfolio is, as you can see on the slide, a pretty vast one. It starts with Lisa Business for Microsoft Dynamics 365 Business Central, and then spans into companies that run finance and operations with Lisa Business Pro in 3 different flavors. Number 1 being the Essentials, Professional or Elite, separated by functional capabilities that start in Essentials with Finance, and on the Elite side actually move along into Finance, Retail, as well as Services, plus additional add-ons that you can acquire. Lisa Reach is built for customers that operate CRM or Microsoft Dynamics 365 customer engagements and extends customer service, project operations and sales. Now, on the lower level of this product overview, you'll see HARP as a concept that drives hyper-automation. In fact, HARP stands for Hyper-Automation and Rapid Processing. In the context of Lisa, that means that we take care of processing of billing, purchasing, project entitlements, product entitlements, managing consumption and overage or underage, and various other aspects, including management of prepayments and deposits and other payment methodologies that we can interact with and basically automate by virtue of HARP. HARP can run as HARP Connect as a completely cloud-based service set of technology and apps, or Lisa Business Pro uses HARP Business Pro running as a batch service in the context of finance operations. The customers we serve, and probably you can identify yourself with one of these, let's say, overviews of customers, are SaaS companies, companies that perform subscriptions as a manufacturer, or professional service companies, often referred to as XaaS or anything as a service. And lastly, we can service also our Lisa Business Pro capabilities for box subscription processes that retailers are often embarking on these days. Why subscription is important for you as a partner and customers? Subscription is a new business model that is focused on a customer-first strategy and is focused on usage, not ownership. Also, subscriptions is not a vertical or industry, it's a business mode and a revenue driver for companies that can sometimes run subscriptions as an all-up revenue generating capability, or have revenue from subscriptions as part of the overall revenue streams. As you can see on the statistics over here, the subscription economy or subscription-based models are growing pretty rapidly and at a faster pace than non-subscription based models. Over here, when we look forward, we can see that the compound average growth rate of subscription also is pretty fast and larger than non-subscription related business models, and will be averaging out on an 18% growth rate throughout the different markets we just highlighted. So it is a revenue stream you more and more cannot avoid anymore. Well, that means that subscriptions are selling basically to customers that are buying those subscriptions due to the fact that basically price is usually better than for a subscription model than owning a product or service outright. It drives a higher level of sustainability and eco-friendliness by virtue of promoting subscriptions as usage, not ownership. So many customers could technically use the same services or products. It is personalized and can be tailored to what customers want from a particular product by virtue of CPQ processes or bundling capabilities of products and services. And ultimately, due to the constant revenue stream it provides, gives input to a much better foundation for innovative processes that you can add to your services you provide under the subscription to your customers. Let's look a little bit at the market overview and trends. In SaaS, we see a lot of uptake on technology being very tightly connected to subscriptions, so that when I launch a new subscription, I pay via a credit card, I should be automatically getting access on demand nearly by deploying the solution that I've acquired. So speed of serving a customer is very important, but also AI and machine learning capabilities, derivative also of telemetry capabilities in SaaS, are driving better customer adoption, ring-fenced by strong customer support. If we look at anything as a service, here we talk about manufacturing companies or professional services companies building and delivering assets or services to customers under the umbrella of a subscription. And the key point and the key trend here is to be able to integrate those services and bundle those with products and other related elements, and perhaps tie them up with consumption meterage that focuses on thresholds, maybe monthly or quarterly, and actually can be connected to IoT capabilities as well. Lastly, when we look at box subscriptions in commerce and retail, we can see that the transition of retailers to onboard a subscription-based or box subscription-based model is pretty vast, growing very rapidly, as you can see with the 55% growth rate on the top left corner. And this is all about being able to offer customers a different way of buying services and products in a B2C scenario. So what does a subscription process require to operate effectively? It needs to adhere to commercial flexibility, to having master data with solid price models. Solid price models could be based on plans, could be based on configure price quote scenarios, could be based on discount, volume, different units, capabilities to actually reduce prices for next year. So there's a vast amount of deep and wide capabilities required to surface up commercial flexibilities that customers operating subscriptions require. Secondly, as you grow your base of subscribers, either in a B2B or B2C scenario, you'll need to make sure that your automation is in place so that the cost part of your business, often related to overheads in finance and operations, are not getting out of control. And automation is kind of the tool to make sure that you can streamline your process without needing to inflate your overhead costs for those different departments. Then we look at key elements such as revenue recognition and financial compliance, often ring-fenced by IFRS 15 or ASC 606 capabilities, and we deal with those very effectively and very detailedly. Then, of course, we need to know what the rhythm of the business is, and that's where our KPI reporting capabilities come in that are really specific to subscription-based companies. We all know that we need to be able to show annual recognized revenue. We need to know things about contract value in an annualized kind of way. We also need to learn more about churn and customer retention. Lastly, due to its high level of customer centricity, having capabilities that you need to spend into around customer self-service are very critical. We don't have a one-size-fits-all capability in that scenario, but we can really tailor and design that kind of customer experience that your business needs. Lastly, the ecosystem of subscriptions can be very complex. If I need to buy subscriptions back to subscriptions I've sold, I also need to run a procurement process as well. If I need to connect them to a project, I need to make sure that I keep tabs on what is happening on the project as well. And if I work with other partners by allowing them to white label my solution to their customers, then I must facilitate such indirect partner channel model also. In other words, we need to be able to facilitate different kinds of ecosystems and indirect models in solutions required by subscription companies. Therefore, the all value proposition is stated over here, providing hyper-automation, subscriptions in any shape or form, deployed in the best-of-breed solutions for ERP and CRM on Microsoft Dynamics 365, connecting sales with customer service, with operations, with finance and projects and manufacturing is key to deliver a lead to lifetime experience to your customers, and scaling it out using partner experiences and customer experiences, using Power Apps and other e-commerce capabilities can be really the cherry on the cake using our tools and drives basically our value proposition. Our theme with Lisa is to help you modernize subscriptions, and we do that by basically expanding over and on top of the standard subscription billing capabilities by providing unique capabilities to change your subscriptions at any time of the day based on what your customers need, to integrate it full scale out into Dynamics 365, automate everything by Lisa's HARP Business Pro engine for hyper automation, and expanding that even further with Power Automate, with pre-built Power Automate integration into our subscription capabilities. And of course, bring it together with financial excellence, also in multi-mode subscription models, for example, being able to run intercompany subscriptions, but also being able to scale your investment into subscription automation and digitalization by starting, for example, with CRM and then moving forward with ERP in a more componentized fashion. And of course, along the way, if you change your subscription, we can cover many different subscription plans, and you can pick and choose or transition into the ones that are most applicable to your business and your products. And of course, we have various ways to easily integrate with other applications in your enterprise architecture. So let's have a look at the architecture now of the product. Lisa Business Pro can be connected to Lisa Reach, running in Microsoft Dynamics 365 Customer Engagement. From there, we can get quotes from CRM, pushing them using DualWrite into Finance Operations Lisa Business Pro, creating a quote perhaps beforehand or project quotation if needs be. So you drive that sales cycle up front, and once we close that sales cycle, we generate for customers a subscription plan. That subscription plan can have a master service agreement on top with multiple plans underneath with different types of subscriptions. And on each plan you'll find the line level which holds the subscription products that are effective for that customer. On each subscription line we can monitor consumption, or we can monitor any entitlements that might apply to that particular line. Like how many hours do you get per month, how many products are going to be shipped, and what delivery schedule is applied for delivery of products under your subscription. And then HARP Business Pro, our hyper automation engine, computes and calculates all the actions you need to take at the right moment in time to bill, renew, purchase, monitor entitlements, send out business events, run automations in the context of projects, assets, finance only, or even commerce store related subscriptions. So with that, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about the project model over here. The integration of projects is very important to us. We can natively integrate with project operations as well as with project management and accounting as a native module in finance operations, as you can see here. And we can also extend that into commerce by creating subscriptions generating commerce sales orders, or we can also even link up with assets where you have to provide assets that are your own proprietary balance sheet assets as part of a project that perhaps collects deposits and things like that in order to build a full cycle subscription model that includes enterprise assets. And we can also monitor consumption or pay-per-use subscriptions based on the model you see here. Now along the way I am pretty sure you'll learn more about the different capabilities and the different actions you see on this slide as well in the training course that we provide to you. And you can also learn more about how to integrate, looking into the details of our integration model, And with that, I hope you're going to enjoy the course where you're going to learn more about how to configure subscriptions, how to use subscriptions in different scenarios and connect them to other business processes, how to integrate and how to get business value out of our data analytics so that you can be successful in deploying Lisa as a partner or as an end customer. We are always there to help. You can always reach us through the support channels, through sales@blueford.eu, or give us a shout on LinkedIn. Good luck with the course, and we hope to be in touch with you shortly.